Ladies and gentlemen, today we delve into a subject that echoes through both ancient philosophy and modern struggles, the challenge of dealing with narcissists. These individuals thrive on feeding their egos through manipulation, control, and the relentless pursuit of validation. To those on a path of self-mastery, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy and personal development, such encounters are more than just toxic. They are tests of inner strength, emotional resilience, and clarity of mind. The ancient Stoics, from Marcus Aurelius to Epictetus, often spoke of the importance of guarding one's peace, mastering one's emotions, and remaining steadfast in the face of external chaos. A narcissist, with their intricate web of manipulation, is precisely the type of person who seeks to disrupt that inner tranquility. They yearn to be the center of attention, the force that bends others to their will, and the master of every interaction. But here's the truth. While you cannot change a narcissist, you can choose how you respond to them. You can reclaim your power, preserve your peace, and rise above their attempts to dominate your mind and emotions. This is not about revenge or inflicting pain. It's about empowerment, about stepping into your own strength and making it clear that your emotional state is yours alone to command. Today, we will explore 6 profound strategies, inspired by both ancient wisdom and modern understanding, designed not to attack but to protect. These strategies will help you stand firm, unshaken by the chaos narcissists create, and allow you to maintain the dignity and clarity that Stoicism teaches. The goal is simple yet powerful: to reclaim control over your life by refusing to be a pawn in their game. So, as we embark on this journey, remember, this is about more than just dealing with difficult people. It's about cultivating an unyielding mind, nurturing your inner peace, and mastering the art of living well. Let's begin. Strategy 1. Ignore the narcissist. Narcissists are relentless in their quest for control, weaving elaborate traps to ensnare others in cycles of chaos and manipulation. Their tactics are rooted in emotional provocation, seeking to elicit a reaction that grants them power over your state of mind. Whether through subtle insults disguised as jokes, exaggerated self-importance, or calculated attempts to make you doubt yourself, they thrive on the emotional energy you give them. To those pursuing the Stoic ideal of emotional mastery, this presents a profound test. The Stoics believe that while you cannot control external events, you can always control how you respond. In the case of dealing with narcissists, that response should be silence and composure. Ignoring a narcissist is not an act of weakness. Rather, it is a conscious decision to rise above their need for attention. When you refuse to engage, you starve them of the validation they crave. Without your reaction, their attempts at manipulation lose potency and their control begins to erode. Yet, ignoring them goes beyond merely turning a blind eye. It is about mastering your inner state, refusing to let their provocations dictate your emotions or disturb your peace. This is the essence of Stoic strength: maintaining calm amidst external turmoil, refusing to hand over the reins of your mind to another. Understand that ignoring a narcissist will not deter them immediately. They will escalate their tactics, testing your boundaries in increasingly desperate attempts to regain control. This is the critical moment where your resolve must remain unshaken. By consistently refusing to engage, despite their intensified provocations, you dismantle their strategy entirely. You force them to confront a truth they dread. Without your attention, their power over you is an illusion. In doing so, you not only protect your peace but also reclaim control over your emotional landscape. Strategy 2. Set and enforce boundaries. Narcissists despise boundaries because boundaries are the ultimate assertion of autonomy. They thrive on crossing emotional lines, invading personal spaces, and undermining the sense of self in others. To them, boundaries represent a barrier to control, a defiance of their perceived superiority. However, in Stoic philosophy, boundaries are not just physical, They are internal fortresses, protecting one's peace, dignity, and values. Setting boundaries, then, becomes an act of self-respect, a way of affirming one's worth without the need for external validation. Establishing boundaries is about more than just saying no. It's a deliberate declaration of what you will and will not tolerate, an assertion of personal values rooted in clarity and inner strength. Yet, setting a boundary without the willingness to enforce it renders it meaningless. Narcissists will not respect your limits willingly. They will test, push, and manipulate in an effort to bypass them. They might resort to guilt, charm, or even aggression, attempting to make you feel unreasonable for protecting your well-being. This is precisely why enforcement is crucial. As the Stoics taught, true mastery lies not in external control but in steadfastness against external pressures. When you enforce boundaries, you disrupt the narcissist's game. No longer able to exploit your emotional availability or compliance, they find their usual strategies rendered ineffective. Each time you hold your ground, you are sending a powerful message. This is my space, my life, my rules, and you do not have the power to dictate them. Over time, this consistent firmness weakens their influence, forcing them to confront the reality that you cannot be easily swayed. For a narcissist who thrives on control, this is deeply unsettling. Yet, enforcing boundaries requires more than resolve. It demands emotional discipline. The Stoic practice of self-control becomes essential here. When a narcissist attempts to provoke or manipulate you, staying calm and clear-headed allows you to uphold your limits without being drawn into their emotional games. By refusing to engage in their theatrics, you maintain control over your actions and reactions. Your boundaries become more than lines in the sand. They become expressions of inner fortitude, a testament to your commitment to self-mastery and personal growth. Ultimately, boundaries are not about building walls to keep others out. They are about creating a space where you can thrive. To a narcissist, boundaries may feel like rejection, but to you, they are a declaration of self-worth. They remind you that your peace is non-negotiable, your dignity is unyielding, and your life is yours to lead. By setting and enforcing clear boundaries, you reclaim the power they seek to take, standing firm in the truth that no one has the right to dictate how you are treated. In doing so, you uphold the Stoic principle of living in accordance with your values, guided by reason, strength, and the unwavering belief in your own worth. Strategy 3. Refuse to validate their ego. A narcissist's sense of self-worth is precariously balanced on the constant need for external validation. Their inflated ego is a fragile construct that requires continual reinforcement from others, whether in the form of praise, admiration, or even fear. They crave acknowledgement to sustain the illusion of their superiority. To those who walk the Stoic path, this dependency on external affirmation highlights a glaring weakness. The Stoics taught that true confidence and self-worth come not from the approval of others, but from living in alignment with one's values and recognizing the inherent dignity of one's being. Therefore, refusing to validate a narcissist's ego becomes an act of personal strength, a way of asserting your independence from their manipulative need for control. By choosing not to engage in their self-aggrandizing stories or flattering their exaggerated sense of importance, you remove yourself from their cycle of dependency. The narcissist may attempt to bait you with boasts of their achievements or fish for compliments by presenting themselves as superior. Yet, when you remain neutral, neither praising nor criticizing, you subtly undermine their expectations. It is not about being cold or unkind. It is about maintaining clarity. You see through their facade, recognizing that their ego-driven behavior stems from deep insecurity. The refusal to validate their inflated self-image deprives them of the fuel they desperately seek. At first, this will frustrate the narcissist. They may escalate their tactics, turning to manipulation, guilt, or even passive aggression in an effort to extract the validation they crave. But this is where Stoic practice becomes vital. The Stoics taught the importance of remaining unmoved by external pressures, of standing firm in your sense of self regardless of others' actions. By not feeding into their game, you shift the power dynamic in your favor. Your calm detachment forces them to confront an uncomfortable truth, that their perceived power over you was an illusion all along. Refusing to validate a narcissist's ego is not about diminishing them, but about elevating yourself. It is about reclaiming the space in your mind that was once occupied by their opinions and judgments. You no longer seek their approval, nor do you fear their disapproval. You stand rooted in your own sense of worth, unshaken by their attempts to control the narrative. In this way, you embody the Stoic ideal of being self-sufficient, guided by reason and inner strength rather than external affirmation. Over time, this steadfast refusal to play their game forces the narcissist to confront their own emptiness. Without your validation, they are left with only the hollow shell of their constructed self-image. And while they may continue to seek attention elsewhere, you have freed yourself from their grasp. In doing so, you uphold the Stoic principle of inner freedom, remaining true to who you are, immune to the whims and demands of those who seek to control you through validation. This is not merely a rejection of their ego. It is a declaration of your sovereignty over your own life. Strategy 4. Build and maintain confidence. To a narcissist, genuine confidence is a formidable threat. Their power hinges on exploiting the insecurities of others, using doubt and uncertainty to establish dominance. But when faced with someone who possesses unwavering self-belief, their usual tactics fall flat. Confidence, in the Stoic sense, is not about outward bravado or arrogance. It is a quiet, steadfast assurance in one's inherent worth and capabilities. It is rooted in the understanding that your value is intrinsic, not something bestowed by external validation or diminished by criticism. Therefore, cultivating and maintaining genuine confidence is a vital shield against the manipulative games of a narcissist. When you embody true confidence, you disrupt the narcissist's strategy. They thrive on making others question their decisions, doubt their abilities, and seek external approval. Yet, a confident person needs no external affirmation. They draw strength from within. This self-assurance renders the narcissist's attempts to undermine or belittle ineffective. You don't waver when they try to diminish your accomplishments, nor do you feel compelled to justify your actions or seek their praise. Instead, you act in alignment with your values, trusting in your judgment and staying anchored in your goals. Confidence, however, is not built overnight. It requires consistent effort and reflection. The Stoics believe that confidence stems from a deep understanding of oneself, gained through introspection and the pursuit of wisdom. By regularly examining your thoughts, actions, and motivations, you develop clarity about who you are and what you stand for. This clarity fortifies you against the narcissist's attempts to manipulate your sense of self. Even when they try to erode your confidence with criticism or contempt, you remain unmoved, recognizing that their words are more a reflection of their own insecurities than a truth about you. Moreover, confidence shifts the power dynamic in your favor. Narcissists rely on controlling how others perceive themselves, but when you possess genuine self-belief, you become impervious to their influence. Your confidence acts as a barrier, preventing them from dictating your emotions or shaping your identity. They may grow frustrated, attempting new tactics to provoke doubt or anxiety, but your unwavering belief in yourself leaves them powerless. Ultimately, maintaining confidence is not about competing with or defeating the narcissist. It is about cultivating an inner strength that cannot be shaken by external forces. It is a declaration that your sense of worth is self-determined, rooted in the principles you live by, and immune to the manipulative schemes of those who seek to control you. As you continue to build and reinforce this inner confidence, you embody the essence of Stoic wisdom. The ability to stand firm in your truth, guided not by the opinions of others, but by the unshakable belief in your own value. This, perhaps more than anything, makes you unassailable in the face of narcissistic manipulation. Strategy 5. Thrive without them. Narcissists crave the illusion of being indispensable. They derive a twisted sense of superiority from the belief that others depend on them for emotional support, success, or validation. To them, being the center of someone's life is proof of their power and influence. However, Stoic philosophy teaches that true strength comes from self-reliance, learning to stand firm in one's values and pursue personal growth without depending on external forces. Thriving without a narcissist is not merely about moving on. It is about embracing a life where your sense of fulfillment, happiness, and progress is entirely self-determined. Living well without a narcissist requires a shift in focus, away from their influence and toward your own development. It is about cultivating a life rich with purpose, meaning, and genuine relationships. When you pursue personal goals, expand your knowledge, and invest in activities that nourish your soul, you create a world where their presence is neither required nor missed. In doing so, you subtly undermine the narcissist's belief in their irreplaceability. They thrive on being needed, but your independence reveals a stark truth. Their role in your life was never as essential as they imagined. Thriving independently is a quiet yet powerful form of defiance. It is not about cutting ties dramatically or seeking revenge. It is about showing through action that your well-being is no longer tied to their presence. You begin to flourish in ways they cannot control, and this shatters the narrative they've constructed around their significance. By focusing on your growth, be it intellectual, emotional, or spiritual, you build a life that reflects your own values and desires, not the narcissist's agenda. Yet, this journey is not without its challenges. A narcissist may attempt to belittle your success, undermine your achievements, or downplay your progress. They may try to regain control by inserting themselves back into your life under the guise of offering help or support. This is where Stoic resilience becomes crucial. The Stoics taught that external events, including the opinions of others, should not dictate our internal state. By remaining grounded in your own sense of worth, you can rise above their attempts to diminish your progress. As you continue to thrive, something remarkable happens. You reclaim your narrative. No longer are you defined by their presence or absence. Instead, you become the author of your own story, charting a path forward based on self-mastery and personal growth. This newfound independence not only strengthens your sense of self, but also sends a powerful message. You are whole, capable, and complete without their influence. For a narcissist who thrives on dependency and control, witnessing someone they once sought to dominate live fully and freely is a bitter realization. In the end, thriving without a narcissist is about more than just personal success. It is about embodying the Stoic ideal of inner freedom. It is about living a life that reflects your highest aspirations, guided by reason, virtue, and self-discipline. By doing so, you not only break free from their grasp, but also step into a version of yourself that is unshakable, self-reliant, and profoundly at peace. This, perhaps, is the greatest triumph, proving that your happiness, your growth, and your life are entirely your own. Strategy 6. Stay calm in the storm. Narcissists thrive on chaos. Their manipulative power is amplified in moments of emotional upheaval, where confusion reigns and clarity dissolves. They create storms, emotional outbursts, sudden conflicts, or subtle provocations, hoping to draw you into their turbulence. Why? Because in chaos, they control the narrative. Yet, Stoic philosophy offers a timeless remedy. Stay calm, remain composed, and refuse to be swept away by external turmoil. To the Stoic, the ability to maintain tranquility in the face of provocation is the hallmark of inner strength. When you remain calm in the face of a narcissist's attempts to destabilize you, you strip them of their greatest weapon. Their manipulation relies on your reaction, whether it's anger, fear, or defensiveness. By not reacting emotionally, you become an immovable force, unshaken by their attempts to create discord. This frustrates the narcissist because it exposes their lack of real control. They can only stir chaos if you allow yourself to be drawn into it. Your calmness, then, becomes a powerful act of defiance, signaling that they do not dictate your emotional state. However, staying calm is easier said than done. The narcissist will escalate their tactics, pushing your buttons in ways designed to provoke an immediate response. This is where Stoic discipline comes into play. The Stoics taught that while we cannot control external events, we can always control how we respond to them. Remaining calm requires practice, breathing deeply, pausing before responding, and anchoring yourself in rational thought rather than emotional impulse. It is a conscious decision to rise above the storm and see their behavior for what it truly is, an attempt to disrupt your peace. Maintaining composure does not mean suppressing your emotions or pretending that nothing affects you. Rather, it is about mastering your reactions, ensuring that your response is measured and deliberate. This not only protects your mental well-being, but also allows you to make clearer, more thoughtful decisions. When you are calm, you can assess the situation with greater objectivity, recognizing the narcissist's tactics without being ensnared by them. You begin to act from a place of strength rather than reacting from a place of vulnerability. In time, your calmness will wear down the narcissist's efforts. They will realize that their chaos no longer controls you, that their attempts to provoke are met with serene indifference. This is deeply unsettling for them, as it forces them to confront their own lack of power. Moreover, staying calm reinforces your boundaries, signaling that you will not engage in petty drama or be manipulated into emotional volatility. You reclaim your agency, standing firm in the truth that no external force can dictate your inner peace. Ultimately, mastering the art of staying calm is about more than just dealing with narcissists. It is about cultivating a resilient mind, one that remains unshaken by life's inevitable storms. It is about living in alignment with the Stoic principle of ataraxia, a state of imperturbable calmness. By staying calm, you not only protect your peace, but also embody the strength and wisdom that come from self-mastery. You become a beacon of stability in a world full of chaos, demonstrating that true power lies not in controlling others, but in controlling oneself. And for a narcissist, there is no greater frustration than realizing they cannot control someone who has mastered their own mind. Conclusion: dealing with a narcissist is, in many ways, a test of your inner strength, a challenge that calls for wisdom, emotional mastery, and an unshakable sense of self. The strategies we've explored, ignoring their manipulations, setting firm boundaries, refusing to validate their ego, cultivating unwavering confidence, thriving independently, and staying calm in the face of chaos, are not merely tactics for dealing with difficult people. They are guiding principles for living a life grounded in clarity, resilience, and personal freedom. Stoic philosophy teaches us that while we cannot control others, we can always control how we respond to them. The key is to live by your own values, not allowing external forces to dictate your peace of mind. When you master these strategies, you do more than protect yourself from narcissistic influence. You elevate yourself beyond their reach. You become someone who is not easily shaken, someone who cannot be manipulated, and someone who lives with purpose and self-respect. That, in itself, is a profound act of personal empowerment. Remember, the journey towards self-mastery is continuous. Every experience, good or bad, provides an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more centered. If you found these insights helpful and want to continue exploring topics like Stoic philosophy, personal development, and ancient wisdom, we invite you to join our growing community. Hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and stay connected as we continue to dive deeper into timeless principles that can transform your mindset and your life. Your path to personal freedom starts with a single step, choosing to reclaim your power. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to walking this journey with you. Stay strong, stay wise, and most importantly, stay true to yourself. See you in the next video.